The one thing that stuck out to me was Bud started out southpaw.
I was thinking the same.
We were like, I was like, thank you SOB.
Okay.
Like,
Quick
thank you.
announcement. This show is gonna go as long as it's gonna go today, because I got a lot.
Our producer's not happy about that.
Does the AC work?
Peace be with you. Yeah.
Is it hot in there?
Yeah.
Yes. It's not hot. He starts out southpaw.
Yeah. So I was like, thank you, Terence.
He was quoted for saying the only thing we were worried about was his jab.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the interesting part about that. The interesting part about that is you would think you're not worried about Spence's jab. You worried about him going to the body.
Mm-hmm.
You worried about his left hand.
Right.
You worried about him thumping you. You're not worried about who's worried about a jab?
Set everything else up.
The jab set everything up.
That would have been the first thing I would have
Shawn,
said.
when I seen Terence fighting in the first 10 seconds, I said, fuck. I never seen Terence was ready to go. Yeah. You want to fight? Let's fight.
They were exchanging jabs at the same time, but Terence was catching his and
it was
landing
so fast.
He was landing.
Was so damn fast.
You know that right jab is a power punch.
Yeah.
That's not a jab. That is a power punch.
Yeah.
He's naturally right-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Which he was able to mix things up. He's able to use it as a jab. He obviously, a couple of the knockdowns, uses it as an uppercut and then kind of as a hook on the one.
But for anybody who doesn't understand why he came out of southpaw, the southpaw takes away the jab because now we're going jab for jab. And watch that first round back. That first round wasn't about going jab for jab and let me beat you to punch and counter punch you and things like that. Terence was extremely smart and strategic in that first round. Watch that first round back. You don't see him exchanging a lot. And you're right, he did come out, and it looked like it was hot when he first came out. But I just needed to establish that you can't come too close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But as soon as he established that, it was let me catch everything, let me defend everything, kept that right hand up and kept it at home the entire night because he was setting something up. Pay attention. He don't let go of that left hand at all in that first round.
And it didn't even with Errol, and also just to say, I was wrong. I'm wrong all the time. So part to you pointing that out. I don't have an ego with that, especially boxing. But
you don't know when you're right.
Yeah, of course. You have to.
That's why they like you.
But also, when I'm wrong, I tweeted yesterday, I was wrong. But what it came down to, and what I kept saying beforehand, was like, Errol's not going to make as many mistakes. He's just more fundamentally sound. He's this, he's that. And it almost didn't even matter because Terence was so fast and so sharp. Like, I don't even, like...
It was the timing more than...
it was just like, everything was right. And so, like, even if Errol and my cousin Drew were sitting there and he's like, what should he do? I was like, I don't know what he should do. Like, he's just firing like that. Like, there's not much you can do differently.
Styles make fights, and we already know that.
Yeah.
And I said these styles mesh perfectly. You're either gonna get the guy being aggressive, and that takes advantage of the guy who wants to sit back and counterpunch, or the guy who can counterpunch is gonna find that space, gonna punch in between the gloves, and the other one's not gonna be able to do anything about it.
And I really got worried for Spence when Spence got in the inside and started holding. I never seen Spence looking for the hole. Like,
and y'all go back and watch, was the second or the third round when Terence muscled him.
Yeah.
He found it. He was like, if I can muscle you, I can beat you.
What did you think of the first knockdown, all of you?
Man, it was beautiful. It was a flash. It was a flash knockdown. But you know what I thought about after that knockdown, and also the when you fought him, he's a great down puncher. Mm-hmm. Which is difficult to do. It's difficult to punch somebody when they duck. He punches down accurately.
Funny, he knows that. That's
you.
There's so many fighters that swing over the head, and not many know how to punch down. You're right.
Earl last night, Earl threw some shots, and he literally just dipped and got the hell out of there.
What did you think, Ant, when you saw the knockdown?
Knockdown. The tides has turned.
I couldn't believe
in that second round.
Second round
already. It felt like to me.
I felt like that was it.
It was like Hakeem Olajuwon in a Raptors jersey, where it just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm like, what is Errol Spence doing on the ground right now?
Man,
like,
I thought he was gonna get up and start bringing it.
It wasn't even.
He
I
tried.
couldn't even fathom it. Like, I was
that
like,
third round, he tried. And that was the adjustment I saw. I'm on record for saying there were going to be 3 or 4 adjustments in the fight, and then after that, I saw 3.
By Spence?
Actually, I saw 4.
None of them worked.
No. I saw the first adjustment was Terence just establishing, hey, I want you to bring that forward. I want you to have forward momentum. That was the first round. Second round is, let me take advantage of this forward momentum. After Spence gets knocked down in the second round, it was third adjustment was, let me be even more aggressive. And then I saw another adjustment late in the fight. Everybody's saying, oh, he just messing with him. He just playing with him. No, he not. My man made another adjustment for no reason. But let me just do something to get you to open up. Let me do some other things. He started stepping just to get you to open up, just to get you to change, to get in your head and get you to do something else.
And one time Smith did catch him with the left shot.
Yeah.
And buzzed him.
Yeah.
And then,
Like in the third round, I think.
and he was right back on it.
Yeah.
When that's what Bud was talking to, I think it was actually Stephen A. Smith, and he said when he hit me with that flush shot, I thought, that's it? Like that's the power you have? Like it's gonna be a long night for you, buddy.
When I say the prettiest punch in the whole fight was right before the stoppage when he caught the left hook and countered with the same hand. He caught him. He caught the left hook and then countered with the right hook. Man, that was a beautiful punch, man.
He made Errol Spence's left hand look basic and simple as possible. I was like, he literally was just like, yeah, that's it. That's all you got?
That's the thing with Errol, and I said this last night. I was talking to shout out to Bernardo Asuna.
Yeah.
Saw him in the back, and I was talking to him and a couple other people about the fight. I said, here's the thing. Errol Spence is not hard to prepare for. You watch a couple of fights of Errol and you know what to do.
Right.
Errol ain't making these big wild adjustments. Errol ain't coming to the fight a counter puncher this day and then a fast puncher from the outside that day. He's basic. He's fundamental. He's straight. He's a straightforward fighter. He's great at what he does.
Right.
But for Terence, it was, let me figure out how to take this jab away from him. And I know that he is a 1-2-3 fighter, or a double jab straight left fighter, or a 1-2 dig to the body. Let me take those simple combinations away, and he's nothing.
But you say that, Shawn, at the same time, it's work for Errol.
Of course.
No one else could beat it.
And it'll probably work
Because
for
he just
other
keep-
guys
Everybody else.
He don't get tired. He keep coming forward. The jab stay in your face. So although that's why everybody said, I see something. Remember Danny Garcia? I see something.
Mikey Garcia.
No,
Shout-
Danny Garcia.
Danny Garcia said
Mikey.
Danny said it.
Danny?
too.
Danny ain't never said that.
No, Danny.
I hope Danny didn't say that.
After whoever he fought right before Danny, he said,
Me?
Was it him?
Yeah.
I see something.
You're thinking of Mikey.
No, it was no.
Mikey definitely
Danny
said
was
it.
at the fight. They both said
Yeah,
it.
he was at the fight.
Danny was at the fight. He said,
Come on,
nah,
Danny,
I
learn
see
from Mikey,
something.
damn it. Come on. Learn from Mikey.